Forza Corrado on Twitter. Good stuff. Always a good time. Funny man. We just had a tweet from, I gotta say, John Paul Fall on Twitter. Said, great spot. Never listened to those guys before. Hashtag fuck Rocky. All right. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in, JPV. Appreciate it. Now look who's decided to call in. Oh, Dizzy. Let me get Dizzy on the line here. Hang on, Dizzy. Let me get Dizzy on the line here real quick. And before we bring him in, as only we can.
Number 2.
Does he have a real phone?
Number 2. Hey, you have a real phone today, huh, O-Dawg?
Got a real phone this time?
Huh?
What's up, gentlemen? How are you?
Oh, you're going down, bro.
Oh, look at him,
Dude,
professional speaking.
He's already
He's modulating the voice.
He's already trying to come in like
right.
He's trying to stay calm before he absolutely loses it.
He's about to get wrecked on the show.
You're damn right.
He's about to get wrecked. What's up, my brother from another mother? How you been, man?
I'm doing well, man. How about you guys? I've been waiting to talk. Josh has been all over me all day and last week, and it's all right.
It's all right. So we'll get to that coming up. I've been waiting to hold off the whole show to talk to you about this segment, so we're going to get you going.
Okay.
Right now, we got Shot of the Week coming up here, brought to you by Juicy Whip. Check them out, Juicy Whip on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, the number one horchata brand in the United States. Check them out. If you're drinking horchata, you're drinking Juicy Whip. So
horchata and rum.
Oh, man. And the black, I'm sorry to say, but the blacks, like our friend O-Dawg there, they
horchata
love
Horchata and Hennessy. I heard you talking
Hennessy.
last
Yep.
week.
Oh, yeah. It's the blacks' favorites, man. They love that shit.
Horchata, Kahlua, and rum.
That's some good stuff, man.
It's on right there.
All right, Knock, shot of the week. I'm going to get to my first. You've got a lot of shits. I've got a lot of shots. So let me just say that.
Make it quick.
I'm going to excuse me?
Just make it quick.
Okay, I'll make it quick.
He's only got 10 minutes. He only bought 10 minutes.
Oh, on his phone?
Yes.
I know, we got to get to it quick. You got the cheap version from 7-Eleven. That's what he got.
Boost Mobile.
That's right.
Right, man. He's burning up minutes.
That's right. Well, B-Knock, I got to give a shot first up because I don't know if this is every guy's fancy because it seems great, but it also seems like it'd be really gross. So I got to give a shot up kind of for the world's first beer-filled swimming pool, Knocker. Contains 42,000 pints.
I love it.
And they're ready for you, Knocker.
I love it.
So I got to give a shout out.
I want
this
it.
is in Starkenberg Brewery in Austria.
Bring it.
They've transformed a pool into a beer pool.
I like that.
And I think that just
Great
deserves
idea.
a shot of the week,
Fantastic.
right? Okay, so that one's my first one there. Next one here is a man. Check the video out on our website, sportscastlife.com. Knocker, it came out this morning. This man filming lightning. We've had him a couple times where lightning strikes happen next to people.
Right.
This one, Knocker, literally was 14 feet away from a dude. Almost killed him on the deck of where he was standing, Knocker. Just the sound of this alone.
Hold my beer.
Watch this right now, Knocker.
Right.
This is the sound of it right here.
All right.
Okay? Here it comes. Okay, it's coming. It's coming up here. Now that's the preface one. You're like, okay, cool. It's kind of far away, right? You're out in your balcony.
Right.
Watch this shit now. Here it comes. Watch. Right here. Watch how close this gets. Right here. Boom. Whoa! Dude. Look where that hit. Whoa! Bro! So I give a shot of the week to the
That's pretty ballsy.
to the European guy that is lucky to be alive. After you can check that video out on our website.
He's still waiting for his balls to come down out of his abdomen, right?
Dude, all right, Knocker. Next up, now you've snuck alcohol into sporting events, correct?
Never.
What's the craziest way you've snuck in alcohol before?
Oh, I used to have a jacket that I could fit a 12-pack of beer in the sleeves and in the back, and then another pint in my back.
All right, what about you,
Yes.
O-Dawg? I know you probably snuck in some, liquor from time to time.
I have.
What's the
and
craziest
when we used
spot
to
you
go to
put in?
Rutgers games, man, we'd put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in between, right in the crotch area.
What? No.
Damn, I'm not going there.
What if
I'm not going there.
Put it
if
right
you
in
had,
the
like,
waist,
a
in the
fart
waistband,
or
of your underwear, and you slide in that way in a Ziploc bag and get it in.
Well, what happens if one of your steel-like pubes pierces the bag?
Yeah,
That's
dude,
pretty embarrassing, right?
That's gross, man.
Well, listen, you asked how we got it in. That's how we got it in, man.
All right, well, check this inventive way. Check this inventive way that one person decided to try and put a full bottle of vodka, tried to bring it into a horse race.
All right.
And this is the way they tried to bring it in, Knocker. I think this is quite inventive because I haven't seen this before. They tried to put it in a salami sandwich in the middle. Pretty inventive.
Between the bread and surround it with the cold cuts.
I got to give them, they got caught, but I got to give them a shot of the week for at least trying that.
Idiots. They were white, right? These were white people, right?
Those were white.
They were Caucasians, right?
Of course they were, Knocker. Of course.
The brothers would have had that tucked into their sock or down in their crotch.
Got to give a shot of the week.
That's right,
I'm a porn star. What? I'm a porn star. What?
You say, nah, he's a brother. That's not alcohol. He's a brother. Look at him.
Check it out. It's twoo. It's twoo.
It's twoo. Knocker, got to give it. You know I love sportsmanship, right? So do you.
Yes.
Got to give it up for Little League World Series. Venezuela player that hit the walk-off triple to win the game, going up to consoling the pitcher that he hit it off with the kid.
I did not see this.
It's videos on our website.
I love it
because that's just fucking
that's fantastic.
Now,
I love
the shit of the week goes the a-hole White Sox fan, the bitch, that ripped a foul ball out of the rightful owner's hand, Knocker. Check this video out. It's just absolute nonsense. Check this fat girl out. Getting up, he grabs the ball, right? And she just... Guy's like, what the... Just sticking it in my head. It's the shit of the week.
White people, man. No excuse.
Right? Again, white people. A lot of white crime on this show today.
Caucasian crime.
All right, Knocker.
Right?
Lastly.
Why is nobody crying about that, man?
Now, if I get me wrong, are you a Yankees fan?
Me?
No. O-Dizzle.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay, well, you know what? I've got 10 reasons why it sucks to be a Yankees fan. Here they are. You ready to hear them?
Give it to me.
All right, here
what
you
go.
Got?
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby.
Here you go.
It sucks to be a Yankee fan. Number 9. Everyone hates us. It's where the term damn Yankees comes from. No, it didn't come from that crappy play that every high school puts on and nobody watches. It comes from everyone damning us to hell when we come to town. That ain't right. Nobody deserves that. Except maybe the Red Sox. Number 8. Even we hate us. Other fans get excited when their team wins.
We hate us.
We only get pissed off when our team loses. This is how my father watches a game. And he's got the NY Simple tattooed on his chest. No! You fucking idiots. This fucking guy. He tried breaking his arm and pitching the ball with his fucking ass. Number 7. We gotta listen to the freaking YMCA song.
Oh my God,
day.
right?
Oh yeah, that part's I'm not gonna lie.
Other teams, they got guys dressed up in bratwurst outfits. You get to watch racist sausages.
It's the Yankees. Why are we listening to this?
Brooms to bad disco. Number 6. The Yankees are so good that sometimes they only let our pitchers have one hand. That is a handicap.
Oh my God.
That is literally a handicap.
Jim Abbott reference?
Number
Are you
5.
fucking kidding me?
We have nightmares about Mr. Met. He
Wow.
sucks. In my nightmare,
Mr. Met?
he's bringing me a Papa John's pizza.
Wow.
Here's a bit of Mets trivia. Who was the last team to win the World Series at Shea Stadium?
The New York Yankees have once again reached the summit of the sports world.
Wow.
Number 4. We got a brand new stadium, but it's still in the freaking Bronx. They didn't make that place any nicer. Number 3.
Lipstick
all
on
our
a pig.
numbers are being retired because the team's too good. I heard that we're moving to the alphabet in 2019.
Wow.
Number 2. They play New York, New York at the end of every freaking
Every game.
When we lose,
Every game.
we get the Liza Minnelli version. You ever see that broad? She's scarier than Mr. Met. From that movie Arthur, and then he died.
He died.
And the number 1 reason it sucks to be a Yankee fan, the New York Yankees are the winningest team in the history of all the sports. Look it up, it's a fact. But it's
There you go, O-Dawg. Your top 10 reasons why it sucks to be a Yankees fan, man. I'm just letting you know.
I got to give you at least 5 of those are true. I'm not gonna lie.
Right?
All right, for sure.
Right.
Knock. Well, those are all mine. Knock, what do you got?
Oh, we're doing shot of the week?
Yeah. I It's a full-blown segment, bro.
Okay, pay attention now.
My shot of the dude. I'm like 6 vodka club sodas in, bro. I'm done. My shot of the week goes to Adrian Gonzalez, 2,000 hit, double down inside the first base bag, 2,000 hits. Great accomplishment. I got a lot of shits of the week.
Okay, give it to me.
ESPN.
No, you have to save this one.
Why?
Because it's our drunk of the week.
No.
Okay.
ESPN for pulling Robert Lee, an Asian,
dude,
off of a game.
Oh, don't even get into this with O-Dawg. We'll have to talk about this later.
Are you like freaking kidding me? Why did you give in to this stupid shit?
Come on, Knocker's races.
He's Asian. His name is Robert Lee.
Come on, Knocker.
Get fucking over it, you
racist,
idiots.
Knocker,
You have one of your original broadcasters, Bob Lee. Are you going to just fire him?
All the Lees are gone.
Are you serious?
All
Everybody, all the Wees. All Wees? All you Wees? You gone. Fire. You got fire.
Fire gone.
Who's the fucking idiot? I'm fired up now.
Here we go.
Who's the fucking idiot
Here we go.
at USC that says we need to change the name of the fucking horse? The fucking horse's name is Traveler. It's been Traveler since day effing one. The rest of the world hates that horse because when it runs, that means we're kicking your effing ass and you get to pick up the shit.
Exactly.
Okay? Oh, but Robert E. Lee's horse was named Traveler. Who cares? I got bullshit on that.
Are you serious?
Who cares?
Wow.
They're calling to change the name of the effing
All
horse
statues must
at
come down.
USC
All
from
statues.
Traveler
That's BS.
because it's Robert E. Lee's name of the horse. You guys are effing idiots.
All right, love it,
You're
Knocker.
effing idiots.
Okay.
Okay. The LA Dodgers.
Yeah.
Your pitcher throws 8 innings of perfect ball.
9 innings. He got hit in the 10th.
9 innings of
Yeah.
no-hit
that
ball.
hurt.
And you can't score a fucking run. You can't score a freaking run.
That was not a sound effect. That is actually Knocker doing that.
Please, guys, come on.
Oh, man. All right, you done? Because the
Merry Christmas! Shitter was full!
shitter's full. I don't know if you could throw
Yeah,
anything
other
else
than the
in
drunk
there.
of the week guy, yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that. All right, O'Dizzle, what do you got for us, man?
All right, listen. We started this whole thing last week because I told you I was boycotting the NFL for at least week one.
Stop it.
Hold on. Let me get my position out there. And here's why. It's not just the Colin Kaepernick thing. It's a total disregard for what I feel like is the black fan. I think that the NFL has taken a position on Colin Kaepernick, which is their right to do. I think they did it, like you said, Josh. They're businessmen. They have a right to protect their interests and their business model, and whatever they want to do in their franchises. But at the same time, they're afraid that Colin Kaepernick's too much of a distraction to their white fans. Well, what about the black fans? And it's like they don't even give a crap. You got this hillbilly rebel, Hank Williams Jr., that's going to kick off their Monday night coverage. They brought him back. He's selling rebel flags on his website, and that's what it's more about for me. It's not really the Colin Kaepernick thing. I mean, I support Cap and what he's doing, but I'm not really upset that he doesn't have a job. I support him. I think he should have a job. I think he's better than a lot of starters, and I think he's better than all 32 backups, and I told you that. But the problem I really have is the fact that they're going to bring this guy back to sing Monday Night Football, and he's selling rebel flags, and we saw what the rebel flag meant when with that whole Charlottesville thing. And they haven't taken any action. They fired him once. Why are they bringing him back? If they fired him once, why are they bringing him back? That's my problem with it. And at a certain point, it's like, look, I understand you don't want to put your politics into sports. I get it. But sometimes they cross over, and this is just one of those times for me. I've gone 6 months without the NFL since February. I'm going to go at least one more week, just as a personal matter for me.
You lying sack of shit.
You're watching the Cowboys play opening night.
I'm not watching the
Stop
Cowboys.
it.
I'm not, bro.
Okay.
I really
maybe
am
not live, but as soon as the game's over, you're going to watch the tape delay.
Now listen, hold on. I'll be honest with you. Hold on. No, I'll be honest with you because I have to do a show. I will watch the highlights on YouTube, but I'm not watching the game.
You know what? I have to
I
agree
got to
with
do
you.
my show Tuesday night, WBKS1.com in the game. You know how it is.
Throw it in.
I'm going to agree. I'm going to agree with you, O-Dawg. You know what? Oddly enough, I didn't think this was the angle that was going to be taken on this.
Well, no, he's backtracking. O-Dog's
But
backtracking
I am
a
going
little
to
bit.
agree with you on this. That yes, Hank Williams Jr. is South rebel Confederate flag. He has no business being on a national syndicated show. I will totally agree with you on this. This is playing both sides of the fence, and it's horseshit. So I will agree with you on that. That's just totally wrong, and what they're doing is wrong, and it sends a conflicting message to the rest of the country. I'm totally with you on that.
Knocker. It's a smack in the face right now.
Yes.
To me, as a black NFL fan, it's like saying, we don't care about you. We don't care if you're watching or not. We're going to wave this guy who's selling these flags with his name across the front. I sent Josh the pictures. Everybody can see him on my Twitter account, at O-Dawg WBKS1, and you can see it for yourself. And that bugs me more than the Colin Kaepernick.
Right. This has nothing to do. This has nothing to do with the Colin Kaepernick situation. Right. This is a totally different animal. Right. I totally agree with you on this.
Absolutely. See, I'm not crazy.
No. You're crazy. No. You're crazy. You're just spot on this one.
Don't. But you're not being completely upfront. The fact that. You're trying to now say that, it's because Hank Williams Jr. No. You've been on this Colin Kaepernick bandwagon sitting out bullshit
I support it.
For fucking
I just
for
said it 3 times.
now.
I said I support Cap. I'm with Cap. And
you
I
ride
am
with Cap?
Because you can ride with them, but you cannot argue with the consequences.
He's not on a team because of fucking 32 racist owners that you think are out there.
I never said no. I never said they were racist. I said they were cowards.
Why are they cowards? Because they want to protect their investments and their business over a quarterback that hasn't posted.
Josh.
He hasn't posted anything football in 2 years. 2 years.
Josh. Is he better than Ryan Fitzpatrick?
No.
Who? Oh, come on, get out of here, Josh. If you're not gonna be honest with me, you're telling me that Colin Kaepernick is better than
Yes, he's
Ryan
better than Ryan
Fitzpatrick.
The baggage. The problem is the baggage.
What baggage?
What do you mean?
What baggage is this?
You can't be that oblivious. Come on.
You know why we're talking about this? Because he hasn't been signed. The minute he signed, what do you think? People are going to protest? They protested Michael Vick for 3 days in Philly, and then everybody went about their business. What are they going to protest? A guy who's doing good things in the community, giving his money away to programs to help people. This is an opportunity for the NFL to embrace this man and say, look, we understand the way this thing started was not, a lot of people don't agree with, but look at what he's doing. It aligns with our goals. It aligns with our values. He's helping people. When they say they run those garbage football commercials, football's family, but when Colin Kaepernick's out there trying to help families and make people's lives better, they're not in line with that? Come on, man. That's hypocritical.
They're not in line with that because of the fact he's kneeling at the national anthem. They would be totally.
I love this. I love it.
They would be totally in line and supportive of him if he didn't take his protest to the middle of the National Football League. If he'd have on Saturday afternoon led a rally at North Carolina University against the atrocities that he feels is going on in the country, the NFL would have backed him. You cannot do that. It's a different atmosphere. I work for AT&T. If I show up and I put my hand up and I spout off before I go to work about all these other things, I'm not employed.
I get it.
Period.
I get it, but Knocker. All right, so what are they going to do about those 12 players in Cleveland that took knees during the national anthem? How are they going to handle that? Are they going to be off their teams? You cutting off 12 of those guys?
No, because they're not. They're just doing. He started this whole bullshit. He started all this. Okay, Kaepernick started all this stuff. He started all this, and now he's not talking football. I want my quarterback to be locked in to football, O-Dawg, and I don't understand how you can't see that his mind and his mindset is not with being an NFL quarterback.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
What's he doing? What's he doing? He's more
exactly. But you can't pronounce on one side or the other, just like you just said. We don't know that. We don't know where his head
Okay,
is.
that's
We don't
fair.
know.
We don't know
we
where his
don't
head's
know
at, and I'll give you that.
on an
But at the
interview
same
where
time,
his head's
you
at.
can't say that he doesn't want to play any more than you can say that he does want to play. So we'll call that a wash.
Agreed.
But he has said.
But why do I
but
want
he
the
has
baggage?
Said, hold on. He has said that he wants to play. He took a meeting with Seattle. He took a meeting, I forget, with the other team. So he said he wants to play. Now, so I mean, he hasn't said that he doesn't want to play. It's just that, yeah, you can't make these guys a single-minded individual. The guy has other interests outside of football. Every football player that we've interviewed on In the Game, WBKS1.com, Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Every player that
Yeah, baby, yeah. Pimping ain't easy. You go,
player.
Huggy Boy. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Huggy Boy from now on. You go, Huggy Boy.
Every player that we've interviewed has had a cause. They've had things that they're passionate about, charities that they were involved in. So this is no different. It's just a grander scale, and he's giving money away to charity. So what's the difference between
Well, no, then it is different.
Eli's
You just
charity that raises
contradicted
money
yourself.
for
It's on a
different
grander
events?
scale.
What's the difference?
It's on a grander scale. You just said it. It's on a grander scale. It is different. This is different than somebody being a spokesperson for the ASPCA or a spokesperson for domestic violence. This is so much more of what he did on a national stage. It is bigger. And for that fact...
All right, but when we get... Michael, years, he was found guilty. He's a felon, and he got a job.
Right, but he was
this
also
guy
he was
took a knee-
also
I get it, but he took a knee in a couple of games at the national anthem, and he can't get a job? Come on, does that seem right?
It's a combination.
It's a combo.
It's a
You're
combination.
thinking it's just
like,
one.
I was reading an article today. Tim Brown said, you know what? Don't have a problem with his stance, but here's the issue. He should have talked to management. He should have talked to his team. He should have talked to some people saying, this is what I'm thinking about doing. This is what my problem is. What do you think? He should have got some advice, and they would have told him, you know what, bro, I'll stand behind you. Just don't do it on the football field in front of the nation. Okay,
But
do
see,
it somewhere else.
that
Well,
to me-
hang on. I got another NFL executive who is saying, okay, his game is very limited. Okay? So 4 teams drafted quarterbacks in this draft. So those 4 teams are eliminated from trying to hire him. Okay? You have to have an offense that is built for his skills. And there are not many offenses in the National Football League today built to his skills. Robert Griffin III, scrambling quarterback. He is now out of football. They have told Cam Newton, do not run the ball. We do not want you to run the ball anymore.
But that's more of an injury situation.
I
They don't want him to
understand
get
that,
injured.
but
He's a
if you bring
franchise.
Colin Kaepernick in, he has to fit into your offensive scheme. And what I'm trying to suggest is there are not a lot of teams in the NFL running an offensive scheme that he is built for.
Well, let me ask you this. Is Colin Kaepernick good enough to come in as a backup if your starter gets hurt and hold it over, win you 2 or 3 games till your starter comes back? Is he good enough for that, Knocker? Can we agree on that?
He probably is talented enough, but with the baggage that he's bringing, I don't need it. That's just the bottom line.
So we've agreed that he's better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. Can we agree he's better than Mitch Trubisky in Chicago? So he's better than at least 4 or 5 backups. I'm going to say he's better than all 32. He's the best backup quarterback anybody can find. System be damned. Forget the system change and all that. He can come in and spell you and win you 2 or 3 games to keep your season from falling apart if your starter goes down for a month or 2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the guy got to be a starter.
But
I'm not saying he has to be a starter.
But I don't want the distraction. If I'm an owner, if I'm a head coach, if I'm an
question
offensive
about
coordinator,
every question,
I don't want
every
it.
question from every reporter for
I
the whole
don't
season
want it.
is what's Kaepernick? What do you think about playing with Kaepernick? What do you think about this?
The distraction is him not being signed. Once he gets signed, see, if the NFL was smart, they would call the team and say, sign this guy so we can end this nonsense and nobody's talking about it anymore.
It's not nonsense, though. It's not nonsense.
No, hold on. The story is that he's not being signed. Once he gets signed, the story goes away. Because then what do you say? It's like, oh, well, he's got a job. Okay, let's move on to the next thing.
No, you're wrong, O-Dawg, because if he gets signed, well, now he's not playing because of this.
Yeah.
Now he's not playing
No, I don't
because
think
of
that's
that.
going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that'll happen.
My offense in today's NFL is not built around his skill set. So the combination of his skill set and the drama that he's bringing, I don't need it. I'm an owner of an NFL.
What drama? What's the last year
drama?
been?
The whole thing is drama.
Listen. Okay, so wait a minute. Let me ask you this. So you got 32 billionaires that all of a sudden want to be pushed around by people, what?
No, they don't want to be pushed around. They just don't want to deal with it.
Decide. No, that's what they're doing. They're being pushed around. These grown men who've made billions of dollars, and now all of a sudden they don't have the courage to sign one player if they think their team will get better because of it. And that's my point.
It's good business. It's them looking out for an investment and not wanting to deal with the PR bullshit that's going to come from a mediocre quarterback.
I just don't want the bullshit.
They signed Michael Vick, and Michael Vick is a convicted felon dog killer, man.
Agreed.
But
Michael
he was
Vick
contrite.
Also,
and he served his
time
in
jail.
He served his time in jail.
Talk about baggage. We're going to sign the felon. Leonard Little had a job after he killed a man in a drunk driving accident. Dante Stallworth had a job after he killed a man. You want to talk about baggage? This guy took a knee in for a national anthem.
I agree, but
and you say it's more controversial?
Not going
okay,
away.
O-Dawg, would you agree with this statement? Because
away.
I wanted to tweet you with this, but it was a lot longer. You're bringing up, hey, the NFL, they sign abusers, and they, like you said, DUI guys, or guys with drugs, or killers, and all that stuff. But you know what? Those incidents are only one time. Michael Vick did that, was convicted. It's over with. This is an ongoing, every day, every week.
What's ongoing? The story is that he's not being
every week
signed.
he's going to kneel, and there's going to be a goddamn camera on his goddamn haircut, him kneeling on the goddamn sideline. And I don't want to deal with that.
Now you sound like Michael Vick. His haircut?
Yes.
If you sign the guy and you slap a jersey on him, everybody goes away. The story stops. There's no marches on Park Avenue in front of the NFL office.
I do not want.
Does the NFL need that?
I don't need the divisiveness on my team. I don't need it in the locker room.
The distraction is him not being signed. That's what I'm trying to get to you guys. It's not when you sign him. Just like with Michael Vick, they talked all that smack. Oh, when he was signed in Philly. They didn't want him. They signed him.
If you sign him, if you sign him, now you're dealing with the cancer. Now you're dealing with the guy in the locker room who's going to
cancer.
Oh, he's been known in the 49ers is known as he doesn't talk to anybody.
Oh, come on.
He was down in the locker
anything
room.
The 49ers say. The 49ers are a whack organization. They ran Harbaugh out of there after he almost won a Super Bowl for him.
He's a divisive guy, and if I'm a head coach, I don't need it. I got enough problems. I got enough stress.
I don't need it because you know what?
I love you guys,
I don't need it.
But you're dead wrong. You're wrong. I got to get back to work, guys. Let me give my show another plug.
Yeah,
I'm watching you, but I got to get my ass back to work. I'm still in the office.
Man. When's your show?
Thank you. It's in the game, WBKS1.com. We come on Tuesdays between 9 and 9:30 till 11 o'clock East Coast time. Check us out.
Man.
You know, we'll be back in the saddle next week. I had to take a couple of weeks off because I'm on a special project that's been time demanding. You know how it is. So I'm getting back to the swing of things. We'll be coming on strong next week doing some football coverage.
Hey,
I love you guys. Thank you for the airtime, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. We're going to continue the debate, man. You guys have a great night.
You too.
You know what, O-Dawg? I come between 8:01 and 8:10 on Tuesday nights also. So, you know, I got a little short window there.
Jesus Christ,
so,
Knocker.
I'm just saying, you know, come together.
That's nasty.
Right now. Over me.
Oh man! All right, B-Knock. Let's get to our. Let's take to our shots first of all.
Okay. Well, we already put them out, so we just need a drink.
Yeah,
and then we got some college football, right?
Yeah, we got college football, and then I want to get to our drunk of the week, and then we'll end the show here. So let's get to our. As we take these shots, let's. Knocker, real quick before college football.
Hey, remember when QuickTime here passed out in his booth, this booth, and we did stuff to him that you do to ladies, and we promised we'd never tell you. All the greatest moments of my life I spent right here in this booth. Maggie's first word, Bart jumping that canyon, Mr. Plow, all the greatest moments of my life. I gotta go pee. I don't want to get up.
All right, Knock. Well, things can't get any worse for ESPN as their ratings continue to plunge.
You think they jettisoned 35% of their on-air personality, and this is what they're left with?
Well, I think they should have kept one of the guys they jettisoned because the one that they kept is a real drunk.
Right?
My God, Ryan Russillo arrested in Wyoming.
Go, boy!
First of all, what is he doing in Wyoming? For alleged criminal entry and drunkenly passed out in a stranger's bed.
3 a.m. in Wyoming. Gotta love it.
There's the mugshot you see right there. He's well known. He was on with Scott Van Pelt for a few years there on ESPN Radio. One of the more well-known college and NBA guys. It says here, Knocker, officers were called around 3:30 a.m. to a condo and reported that a highly intoxicated male was refusing to leave. 2 people were asleep in the condo when they heard someone come in. They didn't know the man and asked him to leave because he was drunk. And the police arrived a few minutes later. The occupants pointed the suspect out, was found in the bathroom, Knocker. So he was found in the bathroom.
Right.
And it goes later on that he was found, Knocker, with his pants at his ankles.
Sure. I've been there. You got to drop your pants because you want to pee. Now, where that pee's going, you have no effing idea. In the car,
dude,
on the floor, whatever. But I can see that.
My God. Dude.
But how are you that fucked up that you don't know that you're in the wrong house and you cannot answer questions?
God, Jesus Christ. This whole Ryan
That's messed
Russillo,
up.
ESPN, man. You get our drunk of
You know,
the
he's
week
out
there,
of work.
man.
He's out of work.
Yeah, he's got to be out of something.
Cam, you might have a job.
Lastly here, Knocker, this is just kind of funny. One of my favorite shows on TV is Cops. It always has been. I love the show Cops.
Yeah.
Love it.
Sure.
And this guy has to be literally in our drunk of the week because he tells so many lies during this traffic stop.
Really?
It's almost completely laughable. Okay?
Really?
All right, here. Let's check this out here, Knocker.
I'm Batman.
My friend name is
They're
Ryan.
gonna, let's see. They pulled in.
Hey,
There you
how are
go.
you?
Good. Everything okay?
Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
Faisal.
Okay. What are you doing here, sir?
Nothing much. I'm just waiting for my friend.
What's your friend's name?
My friend name is Raj.
Is he staying at the hotel here?
No, he came to meet someone over here. So I'm just here to pick up my wallet because I forgot my wallet in his car.
You don't have any ID on you?
I do.
Step out.
Okay.
Bring your hand behind your back. And where is Raj?
Yeah, he told me he was going to come back out.
Hey, Raj.
What's in the baggie that was on your lap?
Where?
The plastic bag.
Oh,
that
the
fell
baggie?
off your lap?
No
The one with
idea.
Coke?
I sat over here and then I fell asleep. And then,
And you woke up
my
with that on your lap?
God.
yes.
Is that maybe something that could help you fall asleep, or?
No.
Your pulse is through the roof.
No, I'm just a little nervous.
Just nervous? Is your ID in this wallet that you said your friend had?
That's not my ID.
I can see a driver's
Pull it
license
out.
right
You'll
here.
see it.
Wow.
You can pull it out.
Okay. And
Wow.
this is not yours?
I don't know if that was identification.
What is this?
I have no clue. Oh my God.
Small glass pipe. Pretty sure it's methamphetamine. Driver's license was
keep
suspended.
going.
He's also got
No
a warrant
clue.
out of Nevada County. Have you used drugs before?
Only weed. Yeah, I started smoking a little bit of meth. I haven't touched anything at all.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna release me or?
Well, you're gonna go to court with the items that you were found in possession of. Your story's still a little scattered. Do you have anything else illegal in your socks, shoes, anything like that? No. Okay. I know you're high. Okay.
I smoked weed.
You're higher than you think.
No. It's because when I woke up, I seen the lights and stuff, and I seen you guys. I got nervous. I had a monster drink. I don't know if that does it.
Do me a favor, tilt your head back. Tilt your head down a little bit. Okay. Your tongue's pasty white.
I just had kebab. I was telling him that I just got done eating.
Have you used your phone today?
Yeah, I was using to call Raj.
Who's Susan?
Susan, I have no clue.
You have snow and weed, baby, and we can party a little.
No one weed, baby, and party a little? I'm sorry, that wasn't
Tonight?
mine. That wasn't mine. Who is this message back?
No, baby, 100 for an hour, so it sounds like haggling on her price.
This is not mine. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I don't, unless you want me to make up stuff.
Absolutely not.
There you go.
Wow. He's just riding the wave on that, bro.
I had kebab tonight.
Head kebab. That's why my tongue's pasty white. Head kebab. Yes.
So fucking
I smoked a little meth.
Yeah, I smoked a little
Oh,
bit. Oh, he said I don't have my wallet, but then it's right in my doorway.
I have no clue.
Don't lie to the cops, you dumbasses. All right, Doc, that's our drunks of the week here. So let's break down a little bit of college football to finish
Oh,
out
we're still
the
going to
show.
go college football?
Yeah, of course we're going college football, man. Finish up the show here. Here we go, B-Knock.
All right, man. We're going to try and break down the ACC.
Okay.
The ACC, when the playoffs came around and all this stuff, they were kind of the laughing stock. They were the out one, right? Well, now it's the Big 12. That's the out one in the ACC.
Oh, little baby Noah's in the hizzle. Bring him in. Can you put him on camera? Bring him in. I don't think she's gonna bring him in. My nephew. Is he leaving? Is Noah leaving? Huh?
Oh my God! Put him on camera. Come on.
Don't leave. I want to say bye to him before we go. All right. We're giving you guys like 10 minutes.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about the ACC.
Yeah.
Right. Clemson. Clemson, obviously,
Yeah.
last 2 championship games, lost to Alabama. They beat Alabama.
7-point spread to open up this first game here, Knock.
Right? They got Florida State, who has...
You like Florida State in that game. You started talking
I
about
like
that
Florida
earlier.
State to beat Alabama in that opening game. I really do. They have DeAndre Francois coming back as their quarterback, right? This is a very tough conference now. One division, the Atlantic Division. The other division just sucks ass.
Yeah.
Right? But in the Atlantic Division, you have Florida State, Clemson, Louisville, North Carolina State.
Those are going to be your top dog.
Those are some pretty damn good teams, right? The other division has Pitt. Pitt might be able to make a stand. They got Max Brown coming over from USC.
Yeah.
Miami. They're trying to build a program there. Mark Wright from Georgia is trying to build something over there, but it's just not going to happen. If they're going to get somebody into the playoffs, it's going to be from the Atlantic Division. Florida State, again, they have Clemson and Florida on the road, which is going to be a little rough.
Be tough, yeah.
Right, going to be a rough. Plus, they play Alabama on that neutral field, so if they win all those games, there's no doubt about it. They belong in the championship game. They could afford to lose to Alabama, but as long as they beat Florida and Clemson on the road, they'll be right back in. Right back in the top 4. Darvon Cook is gone, but they have Josh Patrick and a freshman named Cam Akers, who was the number one recruit at running back. Florida State landed them. So they're just where they are. They have another Aguayo kicking field goals. He's a sophomore. His brother got cut from Tampa Bay.
Don't you think in the world that we live in that we would find 32 kickers in the NFL and
USC has no kicker.
My God.
USC,
Wait, we don't have a kicker this year?
USC is 2 weeks from opening day.
Because our guy got suspended,
Bormeister
right?
got kicked out of school.
Yeah.
We have 2 freshmen, and neither one of them are any good.
There's no one on the USC soccer team that can kick a football?
Grab frickin' Miguel
Miguel
Gonzalez off the soccer team and let him kick field goals, right? Jose Palewula.
I don't get it.
See the ball? Kick it. Okay, you're on. You're good.
Get it.
But that Atlanta division, you have Florida State, Clemson, Louisville, North Carolina State. That's going to be very good. Louisville has, obviously, the Heisman Trophy winner, Lamar Jackson, coming back. But they only have 3 other starters coming back on offense. So it's going to be a little rough for him. I see them taking a little step back.
Yeah.
Clemson lost 10 all-conference players, but
and their
they
quarterback, B-Knock.
Right. But they have 7 starters coming back on defense. So really, to me, it's all going to come down to the one game of Florida State. Who wins that game, they will win that division.
Well, Florida State's biggest games are going to be Alabama to start the season. If they can get by that, then it's just beat Clemson and you're into the playoffs.
Exactly.
Because
that's what I'm saying.
Schedules,
Clemson has to beat Florida State to get back to that title game.
Yeah.
And by the time they get there, I think they're going to be good enough to do that. It's going to be a very interesting season in the ACC.
Okay.
On the other side of the ACC, there's just not a whole lot there. There's Miami, Georgia Tech,
Tech. They got Miami's got Georgia's old coach there, right? Mark Richt. Yeah.
Mark Richt.
He's supposed to have. They had a great recruiting class. They should be a lot better.
They're supposed to be better. They lost their quarterback, which I wasn't really high on anyway, Kaya.
Yeah.
But they have 4, but nobody's really emerged. They have Mark Walton as a running back, who's a badass. So that's going to be good for them.
Okay.
Georgia Tech, another 4 guys at quarterback. Love their coach.
Does Georgia Tech still run that weird offensive?
Johnson is their coach, and he runs that weird offense, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So they have a shot at that. But nobody in this division has any shot of taking out Clemson or Florida State. So you're going to see one of those 2 teams in the Final Four.
Okay.
Florida State again. If they lose to Alabama opening night, but run the table, they will be in.
And next week we're gonna have next weekend is start of college football, correct?
Yes, the second.
So we'll be giving out our VIP picks. We'll be giving out 5 college football picks next week
on Thursday. Yes,
giving out for all you bettors out there. Again, we're gonna get our picks back up on our website, sportscastlife.com.
Get in the Pick'em League.
Yep, I get in the Pick'em League right now. It's free to enter. $200 knock.
All right.
Free money up for grabs. It's free to enter. It's through ESPN. We have the link right on our homepage. I've been tweeting it out all week. So again,
Just do it.
You can sign up all the way up to the start of the first game. So do it there. Again, we'll be giving out. I'll be giving out my NFL picks this season. Knocker with his college picks. We've been money the last 5 years, man.
Oh,
when
for
you guys
sure,
won.
man.
If you followed us,
For
you
sure.
know we can pick
Absolutely.
our games. So don't miss next week's show for sure. So I want to thank Ashley Rodriguez for calling in, Knocker. She was fantastic.
For sure.
She was great.
Just for being Ashley.
Corrado brought the funny. Yeah, Corrado brought the funny.
Love that guy.
O-Dawg, we love you, but you're wrong.
But you're so wrong.
You're so wrong.
You're just so wrong.
Again, download the thing on iTunes. Again, rate the show. Leave a review. We really appreciate it. It helps us out. Follow us on Instagram at Sportscast. Follow Knocker at Bud Knocker on Twitter at Real Josh Pacheco. That's where you can find me. We'll be back next Wednesday, guys. Again, it's college football next week. Knock, it's here. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Got a hard on.
You guys have a
and
good
that's
night.
not easy for me.
Go take care of that with Wendy. We'll be back next week. Love you guys all.